Hey, good morning. This is Dave Cook with 100 Pedals, and I am in my mobile studio today in the mobile van out front of my mobile office, getting ready to go inside. Wanted to spend 2 minutes this morning talking a little bit about the next phase of the conversation about change. 2 days ago, the conversation we had about change is what's the motivation? Why are you changing? Focusing on the fact that it needs to be something for you, about you, not necessarily that you do something so that somebody else does something else. This is like, that was the first piece. Why the change? What's the motivation behind it? Today, the reason I'm doing this, first of all, really quickly, is the change is a very, very complicated process. It's hard. I shouldn't say hard. It requires focused effort, an intentionally focused effort, and weather the storm, weather the challenges, stay through it to a process where you start to experience something different in your life. And I think a lot of times people embrace change. It's like a New Year's resolution and say, yeah, change, and I've been there, done that, but like New Year's resolution, yeah, I'm going to do this. And you start doing it for a couple of days and it gets hard, it gets difficult. You can skip a couple of days. Next thing you know, the change that you committed to is stopped. You say, I just don't know why, I don't remember why I did it. And that's really what it is that, change is a very, it's strategic, more strategic than you realize. It's somewhat intuitive, so sometimes you don't even know. It's like, why could I do this one day and not be able to do it in another part of my life? Because you're in a place to really embrace the change. And so that's really what I'm doing now is helping break it down into little nuggets so that maybe the next time you want to embrace change, you actually go through some form of a thought process about it. So really quick, the second piece to this, the second little nugget to this is, first one is why the change? What's motivating you to change? What do you know you need to do for you? And then the next step in that thing is, okay, so what's different? And when I look at what's different is I think back on my cycling challenges that, I sat there and go, my life is broken. I don't know how to navigate the chaos of this situation with the adversity with my son. And it's like, I know I need to do something. Okay, so what are you going to do? I said, I just need to start taking care of myself. That's what's different. Oh, so you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, wow, you know what? I'm bigger than I need to be, or I'm not in the shape I need to be. That's the motivation. Say, yeah, you know what? I need to do something. Okay, so what's different? What's different is that I need to be healthier. I need to be more intentional about my exercise. If you're struggling with your personal relationships, it's I need to figure out a way to communicate better with my wife or my kids or people at work. Say, I'm just struggling to get along with people. I need to figure out a way to interact or engage with them in a different way. That's the question. What's different? What are you doing today that isn't working? And what are you going to do differently? I'm not going to get into big details about the how because that's the next question. But he's like, okay, so what's different? And then make a declaration, say, my difference is whether it's, if it's a diet, I am going to be healthier. I'm going to make healthier. I need to be healthier. That's what's different. So as you're sitting here and you go like embracing change, these are the things that it's an intentionality. It seems really simple and basic. I get that. And I'm slowing it way down when this could be I'm spending 5 minutes on each segment, so a half-hour conversation, where in your mind it could be a 30-second conversation. But the thing is that I'm encouraging you not to get lost in just making a declaration and a decision and then, down the road struggle with how you're doing it, what you're doing, the outcome, the measurement, the progress, etc. Those things all cloud our ability to embrace the change because we haven't gone clear in some of the little things. So this is one of those little things that's a big thing. So, and right now, I'll just tell you, I'm in the middle of another 100-day challenge that I'm working on. Eating healthier. I just decided that I didn't like the clothes I was wearing. I didn't like the way I looked in my clothes, and that's really what was different. So, I am going to look better on stage. I'm going to look better in my cycling outfits. I am going to feel better about who I am on stage and who I am in my cycling outfits in terms of physical, we'll call it appearance, but it's physical energy as a result of my better appearance. So that's the what's different. And the same thing is, a couple of weeks ago, I went for on a 2-week trip with my wife, and we haven't always communicated the way we needed to communicate. So I made a commitment that I was going to change the dynamic of that conversation. What was different? And I got in the car and I rode with my wife for 14, 15 days on the road, and the what was different was I was going to listen to my wife. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. We'll talk about how tomorrow, but I was like, what's different? I'm going to listen to my wife. I'm going to do a better job of understanding her. And that was what was different. The motivation, my wife and I aren't getting along the way we deserve to get along. What's different? I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to give my wife a place to communicate with me and share, and I'm going to listen better. And then tomorrow or Monday we'll talk about how it's different. And then those are specific tactics. But in the meantime, as you're thinking about where you are in your life, just like going, you know what? I need to make a change. Good. That's what. That's the why. That's what's motivating you. What's going to be different? Well, I'm going to communicate better. I'm going to listen better. I'm going to go to a place that just says my life, I'm going to release myself to the things that I resist. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to live healthier. I'm going to choose a healthier. I'm going to work out more. I'm going to, those kind of things. That's what's different. And then we'll talk about what's next. I know, like I said, it's small, it's minute, but I promise you, these little thought processes, and you write them down, it'll help you as you're navigating the change once you really, truly make a commitment to step into that space. Have a great day.